There are cities in Russia you were never meant to find. Places deliberately erased from public view. Their names were replaced with cryptic codes. These are not ghost towns. They are living, breathing communities, sealed behind miles of barbed wire. They hide secrets the world was never meant to know. For decades, their existence was a state secret. Today, they are called ZATOs, closed Administrative-Territorial Formations. Russia admits to over 40 of them, but at least 15 more are believed to exist, their locations blacklisted. Here, the Cold War never truly ended. In the current political climate, stumbling upon one of these zones is a fatal mistake. Any unauthorized approach is seen as espionage, a threat to the nation. Today, we go behind the veil. We are counting down 10 forbidden cities that officially do not exist. And if you watch until the end, you will discover the most forbidden city of all, the birthplace of the most terrifying weapon in human history. Number 10. Zyorsk, Murmansk 150. Far in the north, in the brutal, frozen landscape of the Kola Peninsula, lies the phantom city of Zyorsk. To the world, it does not exist. To the Russian Navy, it is a critical home for its nuclear submarine fleet. Its entire existence is dedicated to the deadliest vessels in Russia's arsenal. Its purpose was singular, a hidden, secure harbor for Soviet nuclear submarines. Life inside is strict routine and stark isolation. The residents, naval officers, and their families lived under constant watch. But this isolation came with perks: better pay, goods scarce in the rest of the country, a small price for living on the front line of a potential apocalypse. The danger in Zyorsk is twofold. First, the immense concentration of nuclear material. If you were to witness an accident here, you would see a network of floating nuclear reactors melting down. The more immediate danger is human. Security is absolute. Any unsanctioned approach is met with lethal force. In this frozen wasteland, a wrong turn could be interpreted as an attack on Russia's most sensitive naval assets. You would not get a warning shot. Number 9. Lesnoy, Sverdlovsk 45. The frozen north hides Russia's submarines. The deep forests of the Urals hide something more fundamental. Here lies Lesnoy, a peaceful name for a place that builds weapons of nuclear destruction. Known as Sverdlovsk 45, Lesnoy's purpose is the assembly of nuclear warheads. It is home to the Electro-Chem Pribor combine. If other cities design the bomb, Lesnoy is where those designs become a terrifying reality. It was built by prisoners, a grim foundation for a city dedicated to death. The scientists who followed lived a paradox, cut off from the world, but receiving the best the state could offer. The danger in Lesnoy is palpable. The work involves directly handling fissile materials. The risk of a criticality accident, an uncontrolled nuclear chain reaction, is a constant shadow. Such an event releases a lethal burst of radiation. If you were exposed, you would be dead before your body hit the ground. Today, the factory is as vital as ever. To approach Lesnoy is to approach the heart of Russia's bomb factory. The response would be swift and unforgiving. Number 8. Mezhgorya, Beloretsk 16. From the factories of the bomb, we go to its final command center. In the southern Ural Mountains lies Mezhgorya. This city serves a single, chilling purpose: to command Russia's dead hand system. Dead hand, or perimeter, is a doomsday machine. If a nuclear strike decapitates Russia's leadership, the system automatically launches the entire remaining nuclear arsenal. Mezhgorya is a key nerve center for this apocalyptic retaliation. The city is near Mount Yamontau, which houses a colossal underground complex. It is rumored to be 400 square miles, a nuclear survivable city buried deep inside a mountain. When the United States questioned this massive project, the answers were vague: a mining site, a food bunker, a leadership shelter. The secret of Medjugorje is its role as the ultimate guarantor of nuclear revenge, a place built to survive the end of the world. If you found a way inside, you'd be standing in one of the most sensitive military installations on the planet. You would be mistaken for a saboteur at the brink of Armageddon. Number 7. Novouralsk, Sverdlovsk 44. We return to Sverdlovsk to find Novouralsk. This city holds a special place in history. It is home to the Ural Electrochemical Integrated Plant, the first and largest uranium enrichment facility in Russia. The plant began operations in 1949. The uranium enriched here was for the very first Soviet atomic bomb. Without Novouralsk, the Soviet nuclear project would have been set back years. Like other atomic cities, prisoners built it on their backs. The scientists who followed lived in a gilded cage, a city that offered them everything except freedom. The danger within Novouralsk is uranium hexafluoride. It is incredibly toxic. A leak would create a plume of hydrofluoric acid. It is lethal if inhaled. If you were caught in such a cloud, your lungs would dissolve. Today, the plant produces uranium for power stations, but its ability to produce weapons-grade material remains. Its security cordon is as tight as ever. Number 6. Zelenogorsk, Krasnoyarsk 45. Traveling east into Siberia, we come to Zelenogorsk. This city is another critical link in the nuclear chain. It produces highly enriched uranium for missile warheads. Founded in 1956, its location was chosen for total remoteness. Its specialists lived in relative comfort, completely detached from the world, enriching the uranium that gives a thermonuclear weapon its power. The danger of Zelenogorsk lies in the scale of its operations. For decades, it handled vast quantities of uranium. It generated a massive amount of radioactive waste. This created a landscape that must be perpetually managed to prevent catastrophe. If you stood near its waste sites, you would be exposed to invisible poisons that have seeped into the earth for over half a century. The fences around Zelenogorsk are a stark reminder. Its secrets are a matter of supreme national importance. We are halfway through our journey into Russia's most forbidden zones. These are not relics, they are active and lethal right now. Which of these places do you find the most terrifying? Let us know in the comments. And if you are still brave enough, do not leave. The heart of Russia's nuclear program is yet to come.
Number 5. Seversk, Tomsk 7. Our next destination is a Siberian giant, the city of Seversk. With over 100,000 people, it is one of the largest closed cities in the world. Seversk is home to the Siberian Chemical Combine, a massive complex built to produce plutonium. The Combine is a sprawling nightmare of nuclear engineering. It once operated 5 plutonium reactors. It was the single largest producer of weapons-grade plutonium on Earth. The human and environmental cost is immense. The complex has seen numerous accidents. The most serious was in 1993 when a tank exploded, releasing a cloud of radioactive gas. Workers were routinely exposed to fatal radiation levels. The greatest danger of Seversk is its toxic legacy, a ticking time bomb of contamination. If you drank the water here, you would be consuming a toxic soup of radionuclides. Today, the Combine stores and reprocesses spent nuclear fuel, but the city remains sealed. To approach it is to approach a landscape scarred by the atom. Number 4. Zheleznogorsk, Krasnoyarsk 26. Deep in Siberia, built into the side of a mountain, lies Zheleznogorsk. During the Soviet era, its existence was one of the Cold War's most guarded secrets. The reason is buried 200 meters underground, a complex of nuclear reactors built to be impervious to a direct nuclear strike. Construction began with tens of thousands of prisoners excavating massive caverns. The mining and chemical combine located its plutonium reactors deep inside the granite, theoretically safe from any attack. Its purpose, a secure secondary source of plutonium. The danger of Zheleznogorsk is hidden. For decades, the underground reactors discharged contaminated water directly into the Yenisei River. It poisoned the river for hundreds of miles. If you swam in that river, you would be bathing in the unseen legacy of plutonium production. Today, its plutonium reactors are shut down, but the underground complex now houses facilities for storing spent fuel. The city remains as closed as ever, a place built on secrecy and nuclear fire. Number 2. Ozersk, Chelyabinsk 65. We now arrive at a name that is infamous, Ozersk. This city is the birthplace of the Soviet atomic bomb. It is also the site of one of the worst nuclear disasters in history. Ozersk is home to the Mayak Production Association, the first and largest plutonium facility in the Soviet Union. Founded in 1945, safety was a non-existent concept. The drive for plutonium led to pure recklessness. The plutonium produced here was used in the first Soviet atomic test. For a decade, Mayak dumped high-level radioactive waste directly into the Techa River. This negligence culminated in the Kishtim disaster of 1957. A storage tank with 80 tons of liquid radioactive waste exploded, blasting a radioactive plume 2 kilometers into the sky. The Soviet government kept it a complete secret for 30 years. The legacy of Mayak is one of the most contaminated landscapes on the planet. Lake Karachay, a dumping ground, was called the most polluted open-air place on Earth. If you stood on its shore in the 1960s, you would receive a lethal dose of radiation in under an hour. The danger here is not just from guards, it is from the very soil under your feet. Number 2. Snezhinsk, Chelyabinsk 70. A short distance from the wasteland of Ozersk lies Snezhinsk. This is one of Russia's 2 federal nuclear centers. Its purpose is not production, it is the theoretical design of nuclear warheads. Snezhinsk is a city of physicists, a center of intellectual power where the most advanced concepts in nuclear weapons are born. The city is a life of academic privilege and intense secrecy. The city is an ideal environment for research, but this idyllic setting is a cage. The mines of Snezhinsk are a national treasure, their work guarded fanatically. The danger of Snezhinsk is the knowledge it contains. It is a prime target for foreign intelligence. This was proven in August 2024. Ukrainian military intelligence launched a successful cyber attack, crippling the city's communications for nearly a week and extracting data from the Nuclear Research Institute itself. If you tried to penetrate Snezhinsk today, you would not just be a trespasser, you would be treated as an enemy combatant in an active war.
Number 1. Sarov, or Arzamas 16. We have arrived at number 1. The most forbidden, most important, and most heavily guarded of all Russia's closed cities, Sarov, known for decades as Arzamas 16. Sarov is the cradle of the Soviet nuclear weapons program, Russia's Los Alamos. This is where the first Soviet atomic bomb was designed. Founded in 1946, the site was chosen for its total isolation. Scientists here worked to build the bomb, their city erased from all maps. It was here that the most powerful weapon ever created was born, the Tsar Bomba, a 50-megaton monster, a testament to the terrifying genius inside Sarov. Sarov remains the premier nuclear weapons research facility in Russia. In 1997, a criticality accident killed a senior researcher, a grim reminder of the lethal energies being manipulated. The city is a fortress run by Rosatom, surrounded by a double-fenced, patrolled perimeter. Entry is impossible. If you value your life, you will never even attempt to see it. It is the beginning and the end of the Soviet bomb, a place that officially does not exist, but whose work shaped modern history. Outro. From the Arctic to Siberia, this is Russia's forbidden archipelago, a network of blacklisted cities holding the keys to its nuclear power. For decades, they were invisible. Today, their gates are shut tighter than ever. These are not places for explorers. To approach them is to be mistaken for a spy, to be lost in the crosshairs of a nation on high alert, or to succumb to the invisible poisons saturating the very ground. They are a reminder that some secrets are kept for a reason, and the world they represent remains perilously close to the edge.